Hello. Today is July 5th, the day after the 4th of July, and I'm going on a 3-pier cruise in my scooter. The scooter was a do-it-yourself creation that I created, and we're going probably about 8 miles for the full trip. We're starting off right here at Redondo Beach. We will head up to Hermosa Beach. Once we're at Hermosa Beach, we'll look around just a little bit before we head out to Manhattan Beach Pier. I will have chapters to help you get through this video because it will be a little bit lengthy likely. This is a 360-degree video, so be sure to look around. Don't just settle for the straightforward view. Alrighty, so here we go to get on the bike path and head to Hermosa Beach, California. Redondo Beach is an amazing little place. There's a lot to do here. I once told a friend of mine that if I could go and hang out at Disneyland or Redondo Beach, I would choose Redondo Beach. Hello, sir.
How you doing?
Pretty good.
Good.
Hello. This is the first time I've ever been on the bike path. I've always done this in a wheelchair, so I'd be over there on the sidewalk. So driving 15 miles per hour on the bike path is a new one for me. All made possible by this amazing little Frankenstein scooter that I created. By the way, the scooter only cost me $175 on Amazon, and then I went into the garage and built the connector. When do you stop as a bike rider? That guy went through the light. Looks like there's a red signal for bikes. So I will follow the rules, since I'm new at this. Go one more.
Well, I got Verdes with my dad.
Did your dad live local?
No, he passed away almost 10 years ago.
This road looks pretty smooth, so I should be able to do 15 miles per hour, at least till we get to the Strand. I started off today with my wheelchair brakes on, and I started trying to go forward, and the scooter was struggling to go at all. And I started off going uphill, so I thought, wow, it's having a lot of trouble on this hill. Until finally I realized I had the brake on. And that releasing that certainly solved the problem. Over to your right, if we just passed it, but all those whales, the mural there, is from Wyland. He painted that many years ago. And I can't imagine how somebody can get that perspective to paint things so big, like 100 times bigger than his little body. Rolling down the road in my homemade scooter. Hermosa Beach. Lived here when I was young, a teenager before I broke my back. So my memories here were walking memories. And it's the last place I lived before I no longer could walk. That was due to a motorcycle accident back in 1979, when I was still a teenager. When I say motorcycle accident, I mean a racing motorcycle accident in the dirt, motocross, not street riding. So here we are. We're at the south side of the Strand. It's a very popular destination. You'll end up seeing a lot of very expensive houses along this way. I looked them up on Zillow, and there's houses on the path today along the beach that are more or less $20 million for their value. But basically, if anybody can afford to buy a lot here, then they can afford to build a big house or an expensive house.
Run, 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 run.
Run, run, run away, I run away, ah. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. When I see a word that reminds me of a song, I start singing. I blurt out songs. So I passed a guy with freedom on the back of his shirt, and I couldn't help but start singing a song with freedom in it. Ooh, Kool-Aid. If I was in a wheelchair, I would stop. Coming to your left. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to lose. So here we're coming to the more expensive houses. I watched them build this one with all the glass. Remember thinking how amazing it looked. Such a beautiful place. It's really interesting when you get into Hermosa Beach to Manhattan. When you're down by Redondo Beach, the beach is a little bit messy, but since we've got millionaires all along the Strand here, they kind of do the extra effort to keep the place clean. So you'll find Hermosa Beach is a really nice place to be. And here's another one of those really expensive houses. That gentleman's removing his flag.
Oh, yeah.
So there we go. This is Hermosa Beach Pier we're coming up to. If I was in my wheelchair, it would have taken me a long time to do that little ride. But in this scooter, it's just amazing. This is such a freedom experience for me. Something that I've gone 47 years without being able to experience. So yeah, this is Got a ton of memories. Freedom's just another word for nothing left to do, nothing left to lose. Nothing ain't worth nothing, but it's free. Think I'll do the drone flights on the way back. Pier Plaza, Hermosa Beach, California. My brother lived in that green apartment up there when I broke my back. American Junkie. You got some nice music going on over there. That guy held out his hand and I thought he wanted to slap my hand, but then as closer he got, I realized he didn't. So that was a little bit awkward, but he was nice and went through with it. Don't know what's going on up here, but the pier is really crowded. Maybe there's some event going on. Which could give us a nice view of it, but it doesn't even look like there's a path for me to get up the pier. But I'll do it. I guess it's just a group wanting some food. The iconic surfer on Hermosa Beach Pier. Tell you what, that food truck definitely has something going for it because everybody wants to eat there. I love Hermosa Beach. My best friend and I used to go for experiences in different places and so forth. Once I took her to Hermosa Beach and we hung out and had food and everything. And back then I made that reference to we'll always have Paris, only I changed it to we'll always have Hermosa. So whenever I talk to my best friend about Hermosa Beach, she always says, we'll always have Hermosa. Now she lives a long way from me. It's pretty typical with friends. Life changes and you move apart. But she still considers me her best friend. To our right, if you look way off in the distance, you'll see Manhattan Beach Pier. That's our destination. All we want to do is go down that far, then turn around and come by here and go back to Redondo. And that'll be the full trip today. And if the scooter makes it, then we're in good shape. What a beautiful day. It's a beautiful morning.
Ellos dejaron la casa 103.
Tanto tiempo disfrutamos este amor. Nuestras almas se acercaron tanto así que yo guardo tu sabor, pero tú llevas también sabor a mí. So it's kind of hard to see the Redondo Beach Pier, but it's over to our left. That's where we came from. And then to our, get my directions right, Redondo Beach Pier is over to our right where we came from. And to our left is our destination. It's so peaceful here today. I was thinking that the day after 4th of July, which is still 4th of July weekend because it's Saturday, that it would be really, really crowded. But I think everybody's tired from 4th of July. So it seems to be a relatively quiet day today. I love the sound of the beach. Somewhere there's got to be a spatial audio recording of the beach. I'd like to put that on with my AirPod Pro 2s and just close my eyes and listen to this sometimes.
No, you'll drop my
Still got 4 bars for power, so I think it's safe to head to Manhattan.
Online.
Okay, 3rd gear, and here we go. I'm cheating a little bit because I'm really on the spot for walking people. Okay, we're passing a 24-hour drone camera, so I waved at it. Not a drone camera, but a beach view camera. So if I looked at this particular time, I could find myself waving there. Anyway, like I was saying, I'm cheating a little bit because I'm in the walking zone, even though I'm a bike. But you guys would be disappointed if I was out on the street instead of on this nice strand.
Bart Simpson is based on Bart.
I actually had my drone attacked by a hawk here once, and it came tumbling down in this very location. The hawk won that contest, by the way. So if you have a Mini Pro 3 and a hawk, and there is a battle, assume the hawk will win. Let's see if I can go as fast as him. Yeah! I've got to be a responsible driver and not pass when there's oncoming traffic. Okay.
Yeah.
I was a little concerned when right when I was passing, that woman turned around backwards. I thought that there might be an accident that could happen from that. But all worked. Okay, as we get closer down to Manhattan Beach down here, we're going to find that there is no spot for me to get up to the next level of the Strand. So I'm going to have to go through these houses at one point. The goal is to wait as long as possible before I do it, because the further we get down, the more difficult it is.
They better fix it.
Here it's still a simple path, so we'll keep going. Start spreading the news. I'm leaving again. Oh my God, a dog almost ran over me.
Work has been very...
Surprising how much of the red, white, and blue is gone the day after the 4th of July. Even though it's still the 4th of July weekend, everybody's real quick to take that stuff down. But there's still some left. Likely what's left is because of laziness, not because of patriotism. They're probably still sleeping after the 4th of July. We're getting to the steeper hills now. I might have to come back to this one. Okay, 25th Street. Let's do this one. It's about as steep as this little guy can go. Feels kind of scary going out there. Guess it is a bike lane though. So let's make it work. I'll go a little fast on this spot because it's not beautiful. Okay, now the bike path looks a little more established. I don't have to worry about getting run over by a car. Hello. This road's a little bit bumpy. Hey, hey. I established yesterday that my communication to people is merely hey, hey. And I said that yesterday and somebody responded back, hey, hey. And this guy just said hey, hey, and he goes hey, hey. So it's established now that hey, hey is how I respond to people. Okay, we're almost back to the Strand again. And we should be at Redondo Beach Pier pretty quickly. Here we go. Slow down for any bumps. Okay. Driving in the sand. This is nice. This bike path is right at the sand level, which is pretty cool. So it's like I'm just driving along the beach. On the way back, it'll even be more so because I'll be in the right lane. So that person is waving to somebody. Okay. I'm already at 3 for the battery level. So I will need to come back pretty quickly after the next pier. A fool and his battery. That's what I am. Coming by on your left. Oh, I guess they are too. Run, run, run away, run away. I measured this distance before I came out today, and it looked like 8 miles should take care of it. Yesterday I went 10 miles, so I should be okay. But I'm still establishing the battery capacity on this little device. So we're yet to see. This is just so freaking beautiful out here. We'll go to the pier. I'll turn off the camera and do a drone flight. I give myself a 50-50 chance of the battery making it back to my car. And so why am I still going out on the pier? Because I love adventure. That guy's got a big bike. You're at Manhattan. Manhattan Beach Pier. Perdón. He was not Spanish. Don't know why I spoke Spanish. Definitely an easy place to do a drone flight. Okay, you better watch out. There is a very large shark up here. So if you want to live, be careful. And yes, this shark is alive. Look at it. It's got its mouth open. That must mean it's alive. Ah. The best way to fly the drone is if I can find a place in the shade, because it's hard to see the screen. But it's freaking noon or something, so there ain't no shade. Okay, it's drone time. Okay, I just did a drone flight, and I think it was pretty. I'll be able to make a nice video from that. I looked at my watch. It's checking how far I've gone. It's been 4.32 miles. So if I drive the same path back, it'll be somewhere around 9. This is going to be a challenge. But if it doesn't work, then I just push this old thing. So we're going to make it work. Okay, on the way back, I'm going to be dilly-dallying less. Dilly-dallying. How the hell did that expression become anything? Anyway, dilly-dallying means doing extra things. So I'm just going to kind of keep it on point to get home, because I don't want to push the scooter back. It looks like there's a tiny bit of downhill getting back. So that'll help a little bit. It looks like we come up a little bit to get to the height of the pier here. So once again, this is Manhattan Beach Pier in Southern California. And our next stop is Hermosa Beach Pier. But we won't stop on the pier this time. We're just going to drive by it. So they tell you got to walk your bike here. I'm not sure what that equates to with me in this little scooter. Wonder why they slowed down right when they were making it so I couldn't get by. Okay. This is going to be cool because I'm right next to the sand. So it's about as close as I can get to walking on the Strand. I'm sorry, walking on the beach. So here we go for a relatively fast path back home as we walk along the sand. I'm on cruise control at 12 miles per hour. Didn't work, had to stop. These guys are being bad drivers. I guess I likely won't get to use cruise control. Too bad, I think it's a little better on battery usage. Southern California, where I love living. See, look at to my right. The sand just comes all the way up to what I'm driving on. So much like driving on the beach. So all of you people out there in wheelchairs that have scooters that you bought, that you created a wheelchair attachment for, this is the place you gotta come. What? There's nobody else that did that? Well, darn. I am loving the life I'm living, loving today for sure. Started out good. I was all like, I'm loving the life I'm living, each day a challenge, each day a reward. So anyway, remember when I told you I had to take a separate path to get up from the lower part of the Strand? It's because they aren't considered for wheelchair people here. They only have stairways. So I have to take the street for a ways. It's possible that they did that because they just don't want bikes down there. Who knows? Coming to your left. So this area, one of these houses, and I'm not sure which, is the most expensive along this location. It's real close to where I'm at, and it's a $20 million house. Likely doesn't look as good from the alley side as it does from the beach side. I think 25th was where I came up, so I should be able to go back to the Strand on 25th Street. So I've already gotten my $175 worth of enjoyment out of this thing. So it's been a pretty good investment and a whole lot of fun making it. Let's see how steep this one is. I think I can do it. I'm pulling the brake almost completely. Let's see, while we're coasting here, looks like I still have strong 3 bars. So we'll see how the battery lasts. 26th Street. Hi. Okay. Okay, cruise control at 10 miles per hour. I think that'll be more conservative on the battery. I've always got that dilemma where you go, okay, if you drive fast, you're getting there quicker, so you have less time to use up the battery. And if you drive slow, you're using less juice with the battery, so you can last longer. And it's a little bit of, I'm not sure which one will actually get you the most distance. So if any of you out there understand that mathematical, technical question and the answer, let me know. If you're working off of electricity, will you go further at a slower speed or a faster speed? Which one will the battery get you the furthest? Coming by.
My fault. Are you live? This guy.
I almost died again. There's no doubt I will die on this thing. But it wasn't his fault. This is a walkway, not a bikeway. So I should have been giving way to him. So anybody out there that thinks that I think that I was in the right, I know that I was in the wrong. Okay, let's go back to cruise control. Beautiful Hermosa Beach Pier. Back in the old days, there was a structure at the end of the pier, and the pier was completely different. Somewhere down the line, it was destroyed, and I'd have to look that up to see when it happened. But when they rebuilt it, they didn't put anything on it. They just made the end a big, nice fishing area. And a turnaround spot if you're in a wheelchair scooter like me. So, the hardest part of the trip to push in a wheelchair without this electrical contraption is from Hermosa, Strand to Redondo. So hopefully it won't run out before then.
How many minutes do we have?
I believe that man is stronger than me. He does a lot of upper body workouts, it looks like. because his arms and shoulders are disproportionate to the rest of his body. So he must be a weightlifter or something. Uh-oh, a redhead. My girlfriend thinks she's a redhead. She's been dyeing her hair red since she was young. But she's not a redhead. Ooh, another redhead. Oh my God, the redheads are out today. Passing Good Stuff camera. Hi, Good Stuff camera. We're not going to go out on the pier this time because I'm trying to get back without running out of juice. We're not going to go on Pier Plaza either because I'm trying to get back without running out of batteries. Still 3 bars, not bad. I feel pretty good about it. So when I was young and lived down here, my brother and I fancied ourselves to be surfers. So I had my own surfboard and he had his own surfboard, and we'd go out there by the pier and actually be surfers. However, I was never a good surfer. My brother was better than I was, but neither of us were real good. Oh my God, there's still a 4th of July person. I love that building up there with the fish on it. I believe it's like tile. Somehow they built that whole design with tile. So they designed each tile individually and then brought it up there to make the wall. Pretty freaking fancy. Could also be that it's just a tile wall that was painted. Who knows? Here we come by the house that my dad used to live in when I was 16 and 17 years old. What is it, 820? No, 840 the Strand. Now it's a hotel or a place that rents out the rooms. And we're going by the expensive houses on our left. What do you say? Should we buy one?
You're kidding. I know he's been around.
I'll tell you, living here on the Strand in a house with 10,000 square feet wouldn't be a bad life. Okay, let's pass this really strong guy. Okay, we're looking pretty good. Still 3 bars. If I successfully get back the car today, this will be 2 days in a row I judged the battery properly. And 3 days that I did not. But I was still learning back then. Takes a little while to learn all the ups and downs for a $175 kick scooter. Oh my God, lemonade. Wouldn't I love to have some of that? Whee! Okay, we're almost to the end of the Strand. So this is the part that gets a little more difficult to drive if I lose my battery. So it's the last part of the trip and the most difficult part of the trip. I might take the walkway this time rather than the bike path. Being in a wheelchair, it gives me a few advantages. I can pretend like I'm a wheelchair person, or I can pretend like I'm a bike person. Hey, hey. I did my hey, hey thing again. I was thinking the other day about being in this wheelchair scooter and imagining that there is no place that somebody would refuse me entry. Like I could go into a library and they'd say welcome. I could go into a restaurant and they'd say welcome. I could go into a museum, they'd say welcome. Simply because there's a wheelchair attached to the scooter, it makes them kind of difficult to say, oh no, you can't come here. So here I am, I'm a walking person this time, rather than a biking person. I don't think it's a good option. I would have had trouble getting by some of those people. So this is something that I haven't been able to experience in forever. I am currently on the bike path with bikers, yet I'm in a wheelchair. So that's pretty cool. Okay, this isn't an interesting spot, so I'll bring it down so you can see me for a while. So hi, I'm OK Pablo, otherwise known as Paul. And we are driving to Hermosa Beach Pier, where I left my car. I left my car at Redondo Beach Pier. I tend to get words mixed up frequently. I have my whole life. I make an analogy like I have a bucket full of words behind in my backpack, and every time I need to pull out a word, I just reach back there blindly and pull something out. And I made that analogy a long time ago when I was in my 30s. It's kind of like, oh, I have something to say. Oh, I'm at the pier, and I'm going to go on a boat. And so sometimes I pull out the wrong word, like referring to Redondo Beach Pier as Hermosa Beach Pier. Okay, we're going to take a different path now. Because why would you want to go the same way we came? And I'm feeling really confident now with my 3 bars battery to get me just this little distance. I think there's a walkway out here. I could be wrong. Ah, shit. One thing I can't do in this little scooter is go down curbs. So I use bad language. So we'll go a little bit more on the sidewalk, and soon we will cut right and get a different path to the car at Redondo Beach Pier. It's a beautiful morning. Oh no, I'm gonna crash and die. Okay, let's see if this couple makes room for me. They didn't smile at me. I should be able to cut towards the beach pretty soon. Hello. Coming by on your left. Have a good day. Okay, I believe that this spot is where I'll be able to go in by Seaside Lagoon. I no longer have any concern about making it back to my car. Let's go this way. This is Seaside Lagoon. It's a pretty cool little place. They dug out a little pool area, put a fountain in the middle of it, and charge people to get inside. Established 1961, and I know somebody that was born that long ago. So anyway, my whole entire life, this has been here. And I have a memory of being under the fountain once. My family doesn't remember it, but I am pretty sure that I actually came here as a child. Because obviously, if it's been here since 1961, it's been here my whole life. Whee! Okay, we're at 2 bars now, but we're pretty close to home, so I'm still not worried. When I say bars, I'm referring to the 4-bar battery level. Okay, we did it. We're getting back to the beach. And I think I did that same mistake where I stay up on a curve when I won't have a path down. Nope, I got a route. Since it's getting prettier now, I will raise this camera back up again. And here we go.
Thank you. Very good.
Hi. Excuse me, people. Fast wheelchair coming by. So, what the heck? Let's take a quick pass of Redondo Beach Pier. So I had planned it on stopping between Hermosa and Manhattan and trying to do a drone flight from one pier to the other. Been actually planning that for a while. But when I'm on this scooter, I tend to feel that the drone flights are a little bit of a pain. It's a lot easier when I'm in a wheelchair rather than in a wheelchair on a scooter. So likely I won't do but that one drone flight I did at Manhattan Beach Pier. So this is a really fun little place. It's called the International Boardwalk. So that's what it's known as. And you got a nice port to your right. Hey. And you got music and beer and stores to your left. Don't know why they call it International Boardwalk, but that's what it's known as. I put it in first gear to preserve my battery. It's not like I can speed through this area. So my sister talked me into this helmet. Before I was all like, if I'm in a wheelchair, I don't need a helmet. But since I go 15 miles per hour pretty easily in this, she advised me that a helmet would be the way to go. And the funny thing is on the back of the helmet, it says, "OK Pablo on YouTube" in LED. So as I go along, I'm advertising myself once I pass. But it is very uncomfortable. They used to have a arcade center right here, and when I was little, we used to come down here. And like a lot of Hermosa Beach, I have really fond memories of that. And it's weird, with me, when something closes or goes away that is part of my past, I feel a little bit like something's being taken away from me. And it's really dumb, because the memories still exist. They're not left, but somehow I feel like that with the physical place going away, it takes something away from me. But that's just silly. Let's see if we can get up this hill. Okay, this is Redondo Beach Fisherman's Wharf as we pass by Kincaid's Classic American Dining. This section, all this cement section of the pier is new because back in the 90s, the wooden pier burnt down. But over there on the far side, that part of the pier is still wood because that section didn't burn down. But Redondo Beach rebuilt everything. And they did it in cement, I think, because they just did not want to risk losing it again. This is beautiful right here. I'll give you a brief moment to watch. That was your brief moment. I used to have the microphone mounted to the 360-degree camera, which has a tripod that's connected to whatever device I'm driving on. And all of the sounds of the road would resonate through that device to the microphone. I bought a DJI Mic Mini, and it's the thing on my top of my helmet right now. And that is completely separated from the resonant sound of the contraption I'm riding on. So it makes the sound a whole lot better. We're coming up to a really good example up here. The spot where back when I was just doing this in my wheelchair, I couldn't do it because it was just so noisy because of the wooden slatted walkboard. But you'll notice on this little guy with the DJI Mic Mini on my head, we'll go over that area and it'll still be quiet. It's pretty freaking awesome. Okay, here comes a spot that was really, really noisy back in the old days. Now watch. This wood stuff, I just say, I can't even go over that. Now listen. See, was that quiet or what? So typically, this frozen yogurt store with all the yellow canopy up here is my favorite ice cream spot. But the last time I got ice cream there, it wasn't good. It was just creamy, watery crap. So what I did is I took one lick and threw it in the trash. I'll give them another chance today. We're going to come over here where we have a pretty view of the coast going towards Palos Verdes. And now we'll come down here by the nice little restaurant area. Crab House.
Order number 72. Number 72.
Portside Cafe. Gift shop, Mermaid Dowry. Kobe Pearl and Gem Company. Looks like you can actually try to get pearls there. That's kind of cool. And Pier Bakery Churros. That looks good. My mouth is watering. Belato. And Chick at the Beach. I have another video that takes us from this point to the end of this walkway. I'm not going to do that today, but if you're interested in this path, it is part of my collection and it's called Redondo Beach to Palos Verdes. I'm just going to turn around up here. That sand looks slippery. That woman almost fell. Another place where I can drive right next to the sand. Okay. Time to turn around. Oops. Another person was doing it right at the same time as me. My phone is making all kinds of noise and I don't know why. Redondo Landing, food, shops, and fun. I'll slowly turn the camera to our left so we can look at this nice spot. Okay, this is the last of 3 videos that I used to document my trip from Redondo Beach Pier to Hermosa Beach Pier, then to Manhattan Beach Pier, and then back again. All on a scooter that I bought for $175 and built an attachment for out of my garage. So it's been a pretty successful day. So far I've gone 8.56 miles and I've got an hour and 45 minutes that I used to go that distance. I stopped in the middle for a drone flight, which will likely be a separate video. And now I'm going to get an ice cream and then go back to my car.
When they get overwhelmed on what's going on with 4th of July, that they forget what it's all about.
Hello. I have an order. I want to. Is your ice cream nice and cold and icy today? Okay, then I'll have one of your soft serve ice creams, vanilla, and that's all. Cone, please. We'll see if they told me the truth and if the ice cream is indeed cold today.
Happy Sunday!
There it is. Looks a little bit creamy. Yeah, it's not going to be good. Thank you. So, this is a bad ice cream. And it will likely go into the trash can. But there's one more place here that I can try. So let's try the other place. I used to come all the way to Redondo Beach Pier merely because I liked that ice cream. And this is 2 days in a row that I haven't liked it. So I may have to revise my reasons for coming here. Hopefully this place can do better. Perfect, that looks delicious. Thank you. This is a good ice cream. The yellower the ice cream, typically the better it is. The white is kind of foamy and creamy. This is good.
They're all glued down.
Yeah.
What a funny idea.
Where should we sit while we eat? Okay. There's a bit of a problem driving when I'm holding an ice cream. So let's just stop here and have an ice cream.
Alex, we're right over here.
Yeah, I saw that. We got shot. We got shade. Oh.
That's why I quit. I used to play too. My friends still play. I can't drink anymore.
I was in the
No, who cares?
Today we started at Redondo Beach Pier, went to Hermosa Beach Pier, then all the way to Manhattan Beach Pier, and turned around and came back. It took a total of 8.75 miles. I judged my scooter battery properly, so I should get to the car without any trouble. And it's been a good ride. I hope you enjoyed it, and take care. Let's go and see what it's like upstairs. Pretty, but there's no action up here. And it looks curb rich, so I think I'll just go back. Yeah, it's got steps everywhere. Interesting. Seems like it would be a nice view up here. Let's do something fun. It looks like I plan on going until I'm out of juice. So even though I had the right amount of power to get back, I don't seem to be willing to stop, which is a little bit insane. However, this little path up here on the top is pretty. I once parked in this parking lot when I was a teenager with my very first girlfriend. And we sat here in love, looking out this little edge off into the ocean. It was pretty cool.
All good.
But basically,
Coming by on your left.
But this is probably one of the better venues.
Okay. This is level so I can turn around to go back.
He doesn't look, he's like a different fan.
This is so beautiful. The weather's just amazing today. So you too can live in Southern California if you are a millionaire. Yeah, California is not the least expensive place to live, especially if you want to live by the beach. But I'll tell you, it's beautiful. This is a pretty good long, far view of the Redondo Beach Pier. Looks pretty nice from here. Sure are a lot of tents down there. This side of the pier here at Redondo Beach is pretty crowded. Definitely a hot spot for visitors. I'll hug the left to give you as good of a view of the water as possible. Hopefully this gentleman will look up. Hello? It's surprising how distracted people are from phones. I keep dropping my left wheel into holes that I don't see. It's quite awkward. I better watch where I'm going.
Or should we go over there by the Yeah.
So many people at the beach paying attention to nothing other than their phone. It's kind of sad.
Igual como si caminas allá arriba.
Sometimes people are sick or
And we are done. Exactly 10.13 miles, 2.5 hours, and time to stop. So, bye.